things, but you know, National Signing Day just happened, so I just want to update y'all, bro, on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like Beezy, make sure y'all follow my Twitch, subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay, it's in the description down below. But 5-star wide receiver Chris Henry Jr. has yet to sign with Ohio State. And Ohio State, to be real, y'all recruiting class is not looking good, bro. You know what I mean? And bro, I'm telling you, in this NIL, bro, this NIL, and even for us, you know what I mean? Because we're used to getting everybody, you know. So for us to be number 4, it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, college football is really changing. You feel me? But, bro, college football changing, bro. Whether y'all like it or not, everybody getting talent. You ain't finna get all the 5-star. Ohio State, you got 1 5-star that signed. Usually Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, we'll be taking up all the 5-stars. Bro, talent is spreading out, and I'm not gonna lie, it's making it more entertaining. You know, they just got to make it more structured. You feel me? Like the NFL, make it have cap space, make it, you know, more structured. If it's more structured, bro, you feel me? I feel like it will be more entertaining. But for me, bro, I'm not gonna lie, this is a very, very concerning, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like this very concerning. I'm gonna just keep it real. You know, because when Jeremiah Smith leave, it's like, dang, who you got? You know, and it's like, yo, I looked at it. You're number 6 right now when it comes to recruiting classes. Ohio State is not used to being like that. You know what I'm saying? So don't be like you don't need them. Let's not do that. Because I know dang well if Cedric Morgan would have did this, I know I would have been worried. So we ain't trying to hear about, oh, we don't need them. Yes, the freak you do. Because Tate is possibly leaving next year, and Jeremiah Smith will be on this last season. You have 1 5-star. 1. You know what I'm saying? That's bad for Ohio State, bro. That's bad to be a top-tier school as y'all claim to be. That's bad. You know what I mean? Georgia doing bad too, pretty much. They just lost their 5-star quarterback to Vanderbilt. I just did a video about that yesterday. So all I'm saying is, gang, it's for me, I'll be worried, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be worried.
Another bit of recruiting news. I just got a message from Tom Loy, who's kind of working the phones as he gets off the set here. Chris Henry has yet to submit his paperwork to Ohio State. And so we might have a little bit more drama, a bit more signing day theatrics. Could this continue to be a conversation where Oregon, maybe other schools, continue to call and continue to press him and say, hey,
I was like, see, we don't need him, you know, but me being greedy, me being greedy for all the talent, you know, I'm like, you know, we gonna get up, but we're not even on his radar, bro. You know, we already got our 5-star wide receiver, bro, so we don't need him, you know. But Oregon, I think, needs a wide receiver. I mean, they got a 5-star, you know what I'm saying? But who else? I don't know. I just feel like he gonna go somewhere where he know he want to be the #1 option. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all it was about. It was about PT. So him looking at Jeremiah Smith, he like, dang, he probably don't want to be back up to Jeremiah Smith. That's how we lost our 5-star Cunningham that transferred to Ole Miss, Ole Piss. And we didn't hear about Cunningham. Have we heard about Cunningham? The 5-star that transferred from Alabama? Cunningham, boy, you would have been lights out, but with us, boy. I ain't hear about you. I ain't hear about you the whole season. Where is Cunningham? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And now your head coach that recruited you left? You left us for that?
Like,
what a shame, brother. What a shame.
Now, wait things out. Look, Hartline's just left. Like, this is one of those moments until the fax machine starts getting fired up or the electronic signature gets in. These are some of those big moments.
Oh, Blair, you are way closer to that recruitment than any of us. Let me paint this picture for you. Do you think Chris Henry knew before he announced for Ohio State that Brian Hartline was going to USF? Do you think he knew that? I mean, it was 7 in the morning.
My intuition says yes, and this is because this is a player who was committed to Ohio State since July of 2023. Repeatedly has told us
he not coming to Bama, bro. So we can go ahead and just X that out. We gonna X that out, bro. We're not really high on him. You know what I'm saying? So these schools that's going after him is really high on him. You know what I'm saying? So we got our wide receiver, bro. So we're not really high on him, you know? So definitely not coming to Alabama.
that Brian Hartline is the reason why he's
we don't need
coming
him
to Ohio State. I think at some point you have to figure that Brian Hartline told not only Chris Henry, but maybe even Caden Dixon-Wyatt and other prospects in that group that, hey, this is a possibility, right? I think he's genuine enough from a recruiting standpoint. You don't get to that level of a recruiter without building and having the ability to sustain some of those relationships. So my intuition tells me, yes, he knew and he made that decision at the time. Remember, this is a kid who had to sit at the table at the
that boy 6'5"
Mater Dei, and
dang,
maybe didn't have all the equation.
He come from Mater Dei too, though. So Mater Dei, one of them top schools. Mater Dei be producing. I'm not gonna lie, 6'5", bro. Bro, I be so heated. I ain't gonna lie. See, our wide receiver that we got 6'4", 5-star. This man is 6'5". 6'5". Oh my God.
I guess
you can't tell me you ain't mad. Please.
I mean, we sign, kind of regroup afterwards. Yeah, I have been around Chris Henry at games, right? 7-on-7 tournaments. Doesn't seem to be one about like the whole drama. So I can see them saying, hey, you know, we're going to sign an imaginary piece of paper right now. We don't have to submit anything. Like, do you think that could have played out?
Absolutely. And he's very methodical. You mentioned it, right? Very even keeled, kind of goes about his business. I think he's handled his recruitment the same way. You know, his agent has, I know, been working kind of the phones and making sure he gets kind of the best deal available to this player. And yeah, this is absolutely feels like, hey, what's the direction? Who's going to be my receivers coach? What's that room going to look like? Is there any attrition? You know, what's our offensive going to look like? Like, you can't really make a decision, especially if we're in a signing period on signing day, if you're not ready.
I mean, look, ultimately, we have to think Ohio State had the information advantage. Like, there's no reason for Hartline to pull the okey doke on Ryan Day. So as soon as he knew like USF was in play, he would probably tell Ryan Day so they can play damage control on this. Who didn't have the information advantage would have been Oregon, right? Unless Oregon got wind of it. So maybe like Ohio State briefed him on it already, but now Oregon gets to give their counter. Hey, man, the reason you said all the time that you were going to Ohio State is not on Ohio State.
At least that's in the theoretic sense, right?
Right, yeah.
We
don't know, but
the
like,
hypothetical situation, that's how it plays out ideally in a recruiting battle, right? Because you are jostling against the juggernaut that is Ohio State, and you need any sort of advantage, and maybe at the final hour, the Ducks got this last wind, right, in their sail to potentially push things across the line, and that's the big thing right now.
And we have Chris Henry on the phone with Tom Loy right now, who's actually going to bust in this door WWE style. Tom, is Tom coming in right now? Shoot, let's see. He'll be in a minute. Okay. So, like, if you're Oregon, how much of this is, hey, our package is better now, and how much of it is just like, let's continue to have a discussion about what the offense looks like? You saw how much we used DeCorian here as a freshman. Here's what the playing time looks like. And Tom is joining us right now, tapping in on set. Tom, you just got off the phone with 5-star Chris Henry, who has not sent his paperwork to Ohio State as of this minute, right?
Yeah, I was a little surprised he answered, but I appreciate it. He is weighing options, according to him, at both Oregon and USC. I know we were talking about
USC?
Oregon.
USC?
Yes.
Dang, USC finna get another one? Oh my God. USC? Oh, I know what I'm saying. USC? No, dang. USC finna get another 5-star possibly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dang, bro. Yep. He's not coming to Ohio State, bro. He ain't coming, bro. If that was the sole reason, if that man that's leaving for USF, man, if that's the sole reason of why he was coming to Ohio State, then yeah, man, he's weighing options. Weighing options, bro. That's not a good sign for you Ohio State fans, man. He's weighing options. What 5-star do y'all have committed? Ohio State fans. You know what I mean? Tell me right now. What 5-star do y'all have committed? Is he the 5-star? Because he hasn't committed yet. You know what I'm saying? What 5-star? You got one. So USC finna have more 5-stars than you. You know what I'm saying? USC. You know, they get one more. That's gonna be a good. I ain't gonna lie. He's going to USC. I don't feel like he's gonna go to Oregon. You know what I mean? I feel like Oregon is like, okay, Oregon, they have their guy, DeCorian Moore. They got the 5-star. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he wants to be a second option. That's just the vibe I'm getting from Chris Henry Jr. I don't want to be the second option. I want to be the main guy. And USC can produce that. You know what I mean? USC can't produce that. And then with USC, the news coming out, with USC getting the #1 recruiting class, I feel like that right there is going to really take a toll, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he want to play behind Jemiah Smith. I don't feel like he want to be a second option. I feel like he wants to be the first option. You know, I feel like he wants to be the guy. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we heard about USC from day one.
So Ohio State fans, bro, this coming Friday, do not be surprised if he signs with USC or with Oregon, bro.
Big player here, but Oregon was the one we were watching.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
The answer he picked up. He had 1 million people around him, which was cool. He made it clear that once he makes his final.
Bro, whatever your name is, Growy for Sam, bro. Bro, Ohio State fans, bro, don't scare me, gang. Nobody scares me. I don't care who the freak we face, bro. So bro, y'all gonna face Ohio State? I'm not scared of no Ohio State game. You know what last time what happened to y'all when we played y'all, bro? Ain't nobody scared of y'all, bro. I don't know why Ohio State fans be walking around like this big bad wolf, bro. You won one in the last 10 years, bro. Congratulations. Ain't nobody scared of you, gang. Bro, talk that junk with them little 10s, bro. SEC different over here, bro. It's different over here. Bro, we used to play Ohio States every week. Used to play in top tier schools every week. Bro, you better go talk to, man, bro, go talk to Oregons. Better go talk to Penn State. We your big brother. Look at the record. What is you talking about? We your big brother. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Easy old schedule. Trying to act like you big dog. Bro, we who you trying to be. You know what I'm saying? We your big brother, little homie. 3-1 against you, little homie. You know what I mean? Pipe down, little homie. Pipe down. It's levels to this. Pipe down, bro. Pipe the freak down.
Decision, he will.
You gonna be seeing us. You know what I mean? We ain't finna be seeing y'all. You finna be seeing us. That's the reality of it. But one ring, but don't know how to stop talking, acting crazy.
Of us and let us know. But right now, and look, I mean, some people want to call it a bidding war. It is what it is. But I think he's truly trying to find the best fit for him.
Yeah, bro, been playing comp. Bro, see, that's the thing, bro. Look. When Ohio State fans gotta understand, this is the thing, bro. We facing teams like y'all. We used to that. We used to getting punched in the mouth and getting punched right back. You're not used to having your back against the wall. Name one team, name one game. You see when you had your back against the wall against Texas, you look terrible. Man, Julian Sand looked BJ. That boy looked trash. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 9 championships, Georgia got 4. I mean, Georgia played harder conferences than y'all. You didn't see 9 championships. You seen only 2. You've never seen Ohio State dominate anything. Stop claiming championships you never seen. Georgia only got 4 because Georgia plays competition. That's what we be talking about. They got to play comp to go through the national championship. You get an easy road to the freaking playoffs. They got to go through hell to make the playoffs. You don't. Stop bragging about 9 because you have not seen 9. You never seen 9. You know what I mean? You never seen 9. You say you seen 4, boy, stop the cap, boy. Boy, stop. How old you is? I ain't gonna lie. Look. How old you is, bro? I'll expose you right now. How old you is? How old you is, bro? Please. Yeah, answer right now how old you is. How old you is? 22, but you ain't see no dang 4. The freak out of my face, bro. The last time you was even, man, bro, 22, you was 12 years old the last time y'all won. You was 12 years old. You ain't seen no freaking 4. You was 12 years old in 2015. What's it? 20. Bro, you like, bro, no, you weren't 12 years old in 2015. I'm tripping. He was like freaking, what? You were like, what, 6? Bro, you were like 15. You were like 15 when y'all last won, bro, in 2015. You was 15. Bro, the last time y'all won was, and expose him. He lying, gang. We gonna expose this goofy. We gonna expose him. Y'all dang near one winning with us. We gonna expose you, gang. Last time y'all won before this year was, look. The last time y'all won before this year was 2015. Bro, you 2003. Bro, you was barely born. You wasn't even born. Bro, I was born in 2002. I'm 23. Bro, you ain't born. Bro, you seen 2. That's all you seen. All you see. You was born, bro. You say you 20. You say you 23. You say you 22. The last time y'all won was in, what bro said? They won in 2003. Bro, you wasn't even a baby. Bro, you was still in your mama womb. I'm 23. I'm older than you. Guys born in 2002. So what you say you seen 4? How you seen 4? How you seen 4? How you seen 4? When you ain't born. How the freak you seen 4? See that line junk I be talking about? You coming around here, bro. We know football around here, gang. You can't say stuff, bro, and just think you ain't gonna get exposed around here, bro. Like, bro, I know football more than you, bro. I do this for a living. So you coming around here lying like that, bro, I low-key want to smack them. You know what I'm saying? You know, bro, and I know SEC bias. It's just you seen the same amount of rings Georgia fans seen. Georgia actually seen 3, though. So Georgia fans can say they seen more than you seen. Georgia fans seen them go back-to-back. Georgia fans seen them win 3. They seen 3. They actually seen that. You only seen 2. You didn't see 9 championships. They seen 3. I seen 6. I seen 6. I wasn't no baby. I seen 6. I seen it. Bro, you seen 2. Stop claiming. Like I can't claim them 18 natties. Stop claiming stuff you ain't never seen before, bro. You ain't never, look, you ain't never seen your team dominate. You ain't never seen bro, you Ohio State, but you ain't never seen your team go in a dynasty run ever in your life. That's why when you win this one ring, you start talking like you big dogs. Man, what you now doing, man, we been doing. What you just not doing, we been doing. Talking about we got to see Ohio State. If anything, that's what we want to see. What you talking about, boy? Seeing comp, man, playing comp ain't new to us, boy. It's true to us, boy. It's true to us. It's new to y'all. New to y'all. We know how it is. We know how it is. We ain't, hey, look, bro. We ain't Tennessee. So you talking about a bottom tier SEC school who had to go play in the cold, first of all, and not even ranked? You ain't see a top SEC school. You know how it was, Ohio State, when it was a 14 playoff and you couldn't escape Georgia. You couldn't escape Alabama. What was happening to you, Ohio State? What we do to people? When it was a 14, what was happening to you, Ohio State? Was y'all look? Was y'all begging? Was y'all begging to fire Ryan Day? What was happening when y'all had to face real SEC school? What's going on, Ohio State? Was getting your head beat in. Because you know what? Because you couldn't avoid none of that. You was getting throttled. Talking about we can't stop the run, bro. We got one of the best run defenses in the country. What are you talking about? We're number 3 in the SEC when it comes to defense. Please stop it. Top 15 when it comes to nationally ranked. Ty Simpson better than freaking Julian Sand. Julian Sand, bro, Julian Sand, what D-line has he faced? What top 5 D-line? Look, what top 5 defense has he faced? Please tell me. When it come to Texas, that was Julian Sand's real self. That boy looked garbage. Ty Simpson been battle tested. Ty Simpson going against first round picks. Ty Simpson getting only 3 seconds in the pocket. You got freaking Julian Sand getting like 8 seconds in the pocket, 6 seconds. Man, that boy ain't been rushed. He don't even know what rush feel like. That Texas game, he know how rush feel like, though. You see how he look with that Texas game? That boy look straight BJ. Facing all these little bum old teams. That boy ain't been battle tested. When you go against us, you going to be battle tested.
Ryan Hartline thing really shook things
up. You're going to be battle tested when you go against us. You're going to see the difference.
Calm the match.
You're going to see the difference.
We are watching Oregon.
Oh, my God. You still talking about FSU. Oh, my God. And, bro, let's keep it real, bro. Bro, Ty Simpson missed 3 open pass. You still talking about FSU. Where's FSU, bro? You still talking about FSU. We went ahead and beat the most. You got way more ranked wins than you, bro. We got the most ranked wins in the country. And you talking about some FSU, bro. Oh, my God. They wasn't stopping Ty, bro. Bro, wide receivers was open. Ty was literally underthrowing them. Bro. They wasn't stopping nobody, bro. Ty Simpson was literally missing open passes, bro. Stop talking about FSU to me, gang. Nobody don't care about no FSU. We in the playoffs. You talking about some FSU, bro. Like, I don't care about them, bro. Them boys lost to Virginia. Boys lost to Pittsburgh. Lost to FSU and then came right back beating the brakes off everybody. What is you talking about?
And USC.
I can compare him to Sand. What the freak Sand do? What Sand do, bro? What the freak you do? You don't play nobody. Look at your strength of schedule, bro. You don't play anybody, bro. Sand never had to play 5 ranked schools back to back. He never did. You playing Michigans, bro. What you doing? You facing Michigans. Like, bro, you don't know how, bro, saying, bro, Ohio State ain't never been punched in the mouth. So you don't even know how you gonna respond to adversity. That man, Julian Sand, don't get no pressure for real. He gonna get pressure in these playoffs, though. He gonna see the difference.
Right now,
he gonna see it.
Is Ohio State out?
No. He's still
Let's
committed to them, but he hasn't signed the
Let's
paperwork and he hasn't sent it in. So I think he's just taking a step back. Maybe talk to Ryan Day, maybe talk to GM Mark Pantoni, all of those guys that do a great job in Columbus. See what the future looks like. Go from there and just get everything.
We're gonna see.
Get the paperwork done. But again, U.S.
You sweet. Ohio State, you sweet to me, bro. My mother, bro. My mother. You know what I'm saying? I don't, bro. All that little big dog talk. You can't talk that big dog talk to me, bro. Roll Tide, roll. You know how it is over here. You sweet to me on my mother. Can't talk nothing to me. You can't say nothing to me, boy. Say Michigan, boy. We big brother to you. You know what I'm saying? The freak is you talk about? You sweet to me? To me? Yeah. To me? This ain't Michigan, bro. This ain't, no, I don't know who the freak you think. This ain't Purdue. This that Roll Tide over here, boy. Little brother, you sweet to me. To me, you sweet. I don't know them other ones you probably high rank. To me, you sweet, you little boy.
See, they love a late
a
late splash. And Ivan's mentioned it earlier when
he
was
seen,
on here.
You Ohio State, you ain't got nothing I never seen, bro. I've seen far more greater, bro. You ain't nothing I ever seen, bro. I seen Julio Joneses, bro. I seen Devontae Smiths, bro. I seen AJ McCarron. I seen Tua Tagovailoas, bro. That's what I seen, bro. I seen Trent Richardson. I seen Mark Ingrams. Little baby old squad you got. Oh, historic, man, bro. You don't see nothing, bro. I don't see nothing from you, bro.
We haven't seen the cigar yet from Dan Lanning, so you got to watch out for Oregon.
Did he let you know when he knew about the headline news?
No, I didn't ask him.
Suck eyes.
Like at one point, we even sat on the set quietly for 30 seconds because he was giving hugs and kisses and all that kind of stuff. But again, I think this decision makes it very.
When one ring started talking crazy,
all of that stuff was buttoned up. So this is clearly a Heartline thing. He wants to make sure he makes the right decision. You guys were mentioning it earlier. What's the rush? If he doesn't need to make a decision, he's not enrolling tomorrow. So why not take a little time? So he made it clear he might sign today, but it's looking a little bit more likely that it's tomorrow.
Where about signing your 5-star? Where about getting your next Jeremiah Smith, man? Where about getting your next Marvin Harrison Jr.? We got our 5-star. Not worrying about us so much, man. You know what I mean? Worry about that. Worry about that right there. You know what I'm saying? Worry about that.
That makes all the sense in the world. USC, if they did get him, like,
worry about that.
This kind of gives them a class that is reminiscent of classes we saw 4 or 5 years ago when you really could stack.
Worry about that.
We talk
worry about getting Chris Henry.
But like, the Trojans are clearly doing something different here if they land Chris Henry.
Yeah, it would give them 2 5-stars in this class, close to 24 blue chippers. I know you love the blue chip ratio.
24 stars and 2 5-stars.
And that's going to get USC kind of back in that mix, right, of the elite in that blue blood space once again, because I know we call them that, but the roster hasn't really reflected that. Chris Henry, would give them another win at Mater Dei as well. They've got Tom Tupui, Sean Scott, Caden Dixon-Wyatt, who they flipped from Ohio State earlier. Those two are very close. That's another dynamic that we have to kind of put into effect here, because for the longest time, Chris Henry has been committed to the Buckeyes. Caden Dixon-Wyatt knew that, and despite the fact that you have a 5-star receiver headed to the same school, he still signed up for that, and he still said, hey, I want to play with you at the next level. There's going to be enough footballs for both of us to go around. And so now the
USC
have kind of flipped a little bit.
USC.
Caden Dixon-Wyatt is a part of that class, and now Chris Henry's trying to decide, okay, do I want to continue to play with him? So it's really interesting that USC is still kind of involved there. My gut tells me that that Oregon maybe has the upper hand if he were to switch from Ohio State. I just think the Ducks present so much more from an offensive standpoint, from just the ability to be the guy.
I mean, USC. Bro, I mean, what does Oregon, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does Oregon have that USC doesn't? Like, like what are we talking about? Like, Oregon's not a powerhouse school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, USC, they barely beat USC, bro. So let's not act like Oregon just this superior, you know what I mean? Superior school. They have no national championship. You know what I mean? They have nothing. So it's just like, like what what are we saying? You know what I mean? You say it's changing, Jay, stop hating. I'm hating when you don't have nothing. See what I'm saying? Telling the truth, bro. I'm a hate when I'm telling the truth. You're not a powerhouse school. You don't have nothing. How's it changing? You still have 0. Tell me how it's changing when you still have 0 and you still playing cupcake schools. How's that hating? Telling the truth about your little bum team. You talking like Oregon is a powerhouse school. You're not nothing. No, it's like it's USC. You barely beat USC. You say I'm not an Oregon fan. Oregon they're not getting better, nothing. They're trash. They're BJ. You know what I'm saying? They're trash and they're BJ.
They're kind of some of the big main.
They was getting better last year, got their head stumped in. No, until you win a natty, you just a sack of trash to me. Know what I mean? You're an Oregon fan. Just a liar. I'm not an Oregon fan. Just keep getting better. You're an Oregon fan. Stop lying. Know what I mean? Get the frick out my face. All the little you trying to act like you ain't an Oregon fan. You going so hard to not be an Oregon fan. You know what I'm saying? You going so hard not to be an Oregon fan. You an Oregon fan, bro. Shut the freak up, bro.
Chad Bowden trying to make a signing day splash is probably the least surprising thing.
I don't know who the freak going hard for the Ducks like that.
Henry can move on.
I ain't going hard for the Ducks.
I just can't shake this. Multiple Oregon coaches told me from day one,
You say I know football, you don't. So how you look, how you gonna say I don't know football when I'm speaking facts? You don't know football. I don't know football, but I'm speaking facts. You're an Oregon fan. I don't know football, but I'm speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? You have no national championship. That's not knowing football. Like, let me go and say this, y'all. Let me go and just expose. He said I don't know football, but I'm speaking facts. Here we go, trying to argue facts. You don't have no national championship, so that's me not knowing football. Is that a fact or no opinion? You don't have no national championship. You play an easy schedule. Is that not facts? I don't know football, but I'm speaking facts. Like, what? He said, I bet, but get one without Nick. Get one, period. Like, what the? A team that has nothing, talk about a team that has 18. But you're not an Oregon fan. Like, bro, get this clown out my face. Man, get this clown out my face talking about he ain't no Oregon. Who the freak go hard for the Ducks and ain't an Oregon fan? Who the freak is this kid? These folks be some lying cappers. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make an hour video and you're going to watch it like a little good boy. You know what I'm saying? Just like you going to do. Just like you've been doing. Watch it. You know what I'm saying? Get this little clown out my face. Can somebody get this clown? Can somebody get this buffoon out my face? Talking about he ain't an Oregon fan. Get this buffoon out my face. But like I said, you can't answer that question though. I don't know how I don't know football and I'm speaking facts. See, one thing I try to dish it to you, but you can't never dish it back. I don't know football, but I'm speaking facts about your team. I don't know football, but everything I'm saying is factual, is true. But I don't know football. You have 0 rings. You play easy schedules. You make no noise in the postseason, but you're getting better. You're just better trash than who you play. And then when you play comp, you lose, just like last year, but you're getting better. You're supposed to be doing good with the good. Oregon, give us your schedule, and we give y'all our schedule, and let's see who has the better record. Oregon, I promise you have at least 4 losses. So what we doing this year, we're a lock for the playoffs. Freak is you talking about? That's what we're doing. You're not even a lock. You got to play first. Hey, Oregon, at least we can play for our championship. What the freak is you doing? You ain't playing for no Big Ten, but you're getting better? At least we're playing for our championship. At least we have a chance to get a bid. What the freak is you doing? Sitting back and watching. Your team ain't even playing this Saturday. You first round for Sholioli. You have no hope. You got to play the first round. We beat Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Won a Big Ten last year and got your head smacked in the playoffs. Acting like it's hard to win a Big Ten. We a lock too. 97%, my boy. We're a lock. You know what I'm saying? 97%. Notre Dame is in risk of losing, not us. We're a lock. Win or lose. 17-1 in the Big Ten. Oh my God. Like the Big Ten hard.